One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the SEC, the Memphis Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, give on the inside. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Going right to work up top. Got the quick pass. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got...
Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's complete! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Well, I'll give the defense a lot of credit because the quarterback had nowhere to go downfield with that one. He just tried to spit it out to the perimeter. A nice catch, but they only gave up 1 yard.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw. Uncorks one. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Memphis picking up the tempo. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down in 2nd.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Charles. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Memphis. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 17 to Eastern Michigan. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! And the The offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Lots of running room at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Fox. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unleashes one. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Wide receivers, you know, they might at least have a hint of diva in them, right? Like, they're always open, aren't they, according to them? And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback because when they do throw that hand up there, you want to throw them the football. You want them to have confidence. You want to force feed them. You want them to really have that confidence at an all-time high. Sometimes you force them a little bit too much. The defense takes advantage like they did right there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it? Looking to take a shot. Underneath toaster coverage, got it deep downfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Memphis. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle and Stone. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give out of the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball into the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this...
They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Toledo is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout those Rockets fans will remember for some time. They're up by 19 over UAB. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Bears want to move quickly. Now the play fake. Now rolling to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Touch pass on the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Under fire. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks.
There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's caught. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Give to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a...
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, or I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Might be looking to run. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's McGee. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A 1st down for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Makes the grab. It's McGee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Leaves it with the back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Defense might bring the house here. Now from inside the red zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the...
Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it down the right side. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate play.
Touchdown, Memphis! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box. The play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Charles. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense dropping into soft coverage. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to throw again. Unloads it downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Baylor!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown Bears! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 12 over UAB. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Stone. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Going to the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He's got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, and the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Memphis, 77. Baylor, 38.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Stone. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they...
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Snagged in the middle. Big Stone. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. Makes the grab on the left side. Off and running. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bears! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for the end zone. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Memphis, 84. Baylor, 52.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You